What is wrong with Team Liquid? Matt?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Team Liquid? What? Who are these people, and why are they impersonating the number one team in the LCS?
That's mean.
Is it?
Yes. What's wrong with Team Liquid? Anthony, you take a crack at that because I have to really go in the tank on this one. Because I have no idea. I have no idea.
We brought this up before.
The CLG one looked like a team comp issue.
Yeah, we brought this up before where TSM, Cloud9, and TL seem to all have a similar issue of either being overconfident with what they can play or trying things out that they shouldn't be trying out or being lazy about their play. Like, I don't know where this came from and why they think they can do this. But you can't just sort of sit idly by while the other team makes moves and not be pressing them. Because if you're not pressing them, you're waiting for the game to be over and you're just being 100 Thieves. That's what happened last split to 100 Thieves every game. You shouldn't be sitting idly by while the other team makes moves. You need to have a plan for yourself. And TL seem to go into a game with some idea for a plan. They get derailed and they can't find their way back into their plan. And I think TSM, where in their loss to TL, it seemed like their comp just fell apart early and they had no way back in. And in their second loss to FlyQuest, it seemed like, I forget exactly what happened that game, but I feel like it was, they just kind of dropped it. What's going on? Am I not going to my thing? They just kind of dropped like what they wanted to do. Yeah. They were running. Yeah, they ran Sona Taric and Rise and Pike top, and they don't know what they're doing there. Like, yeah, they kind of start with an idea, then they get Pike top countered by Riven, and they have no clue what to do after that. It's like that one pick just threw them right off their track, and they're like, well, we don't know how to play anymore because Pike can't get ahead and he's screwed. And I feel like all three of them have been running into similar issues, and I can't explain why. It's just they need to find what they're good at and play that. Golden Guardians have figured this out. Optic have figured this out. You know what you're good at, you play to that, and you innovate on that. You don't innovate on Standard from Korea. Stop doing that.
But, okay, so I'm looking at the TLCLG game. I mean, Jensen on Silas is something I expect Jensen to know how to play. And I think he does. Impact on Cannon is something I expect him to know how to play. Xmithy used to have a great LLoP. Double F Siver's one of the easiest champions in the game. Like, Core JJ, of course he can play Karma. It's not that hard. Like, I think the Karma... I don't even understand... Like, looking back at this looks like it meshes fine, right? Like,
It's an okay comp. It doesn't look awful.
It's a good team fight comp. What you do is you have Sivir ult in, you have Kennen ult in, and then you steal Sejuani ult, but you have to actually land it. Right?
TL have a crazy chase down comp where they just want to run right through your team.
No, I know. And it's a good comp, but what happened was like it just looked like individual mechanical errors, right? Like it looked like Jensen missed like 3 Sejuani ults in a row. Just like completely whipped them. And if your goal is to catch someone, if your goal is to team fight, then you can't just be like eating into their team and whiffing a Sejar that you've taken because you're just going to lose the fight. Right? So like this one looked to be a lot like this game in particular didn't even seem like a bad draft or like a draft I would, if I looked at this comp, I would just be like, yeah, TL could play this. It was, I don't even know what happened to their mechanics though, or what happened to their decision making. That seemed to be where this game faltered.
Like they let through Aatrox, but Aatrox wasn't really a deciding factor this game.
Aatrox was 0-3-4.
Like
at the end of the game. 0-3-4. I mean, he had 325 farm, but like
TL just seemed to have zero control on the map. They seemed to have zero inkling as to what their win condition was. Like,
and every time they tried to fight, they whiffed ours. Like they just hard missed.
Like I think we were talking about this in messaging before, but TL seemed to have one way to play their comp, and that's run at you. Whereas CLG have options. They can pick many different ways to play the game. They have a lot of zoning power with Victor and Lux. And Aatrox is another good punisher for if you try to get past their zoning. And then Sejuani's another massive tank that you can't get through with Kennen, Silas, and Sivir. They don't shred tanks. That's not happening. So
no, they really don't.
So it's hard for me to really...
And like they didn't even itemize for it. Like
it's hard for me to say why TL lost when they give themselves so few options. If you give yourself one way to play League of Legends and you can't even like convert on that and you get hard countered by I don't know, I'll call this a zoning comp even though I don't think that's even a thing. I guess it's like a zoning siege comp, if you want to call it that.
This, no way.
No.
The CLG.
CLGs, yes. Like
it just looks like a good team fight comp, right? Like you get this
and some great siege and some really good flanks and a little bit of pick.
It looks a little scattered, but it looks like it does most things pretty well, right? Like
it looks like a really well-rounded comp. You got a good AP, mid-range AP control mage. You got a long-range AD carry, mid to low-range AD caster, Lux, Sejuani. That's a pretty decent Q comp.
It looks good. I mean, but I don't even think Teals is bad. Like I said, I think it's just execution errors.
I mean, it's execution errors until it happens 3 more times, and then you just like.
So far, it's only happened this one time.
But they've lost to CLG and Echo Fox. Sure, they're contenders.
I don't remember how they lost. I don't remember how they lost to Echo Fox though.
But these are contenders for playoffs. But they beat TSM handily, and TSM don't look as bad as this. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know it's confusing.
I can't.
Maybe they're just not preparing enough for the lower.
Please stop making me use the meme logo in my thumbnails. Please, I don't like doing it.
Yes, you do.
Shut up.
Yeah, you do, you fucking liar. Wait. I need this to end, so why don't you just take us on home? Because I cannot take any more of your bullshit right now. I'll see you on the Rift, I guess. I don't know.
Let me get to the outro, goddamn. Alright, I think that'll do it for this week on the Legendary League of Legends podcast. You can catch us next week at 6 because we have to start a little early because Matt's got a dinner to go to.
No. Yeah, I do.
At 6 p.m. Eastern. Catch the VODs on my YouTube channel. Good day.
Have a good one.